Damn, I got some sick results here. I'm actually really happy with these. Hey guys, welcome to the Benny show. If you watch my video before this, you'll you'll see that I sort of just came up with the idea of the Benny show just on the spot. Are we going to stick with it? I don't know yet, but we're going to see how it sticks. Now, today, we're doing a personality test, and I'm going to see if I can get the architect personality, because if you saw my previous video, you'll know that I work in architecture, and you'll be like asking yourself, well, if you work in architecture, why are you making YouTube, and why are you doing some strange ass personality test? That's a great question, and I don't appreciate the sass, first off. I'm gonna jump through this camera and get you for that, okay? Maybe, you know, architecture gets a little boring sometimes. Maybe it does, maybe I don't know if I want to do it. Yeah, uni ruined architecture for me, and this feels like more of what I want to do. So that's why we're here. That is why we're here. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of different personalities that somebody can be. Now, obviously, they don't defy you. They don't define you. I can't speak today. Oh my god. They don't define you. Obviously, they define you a little bit, but depending on what you get, like, even if the same person gets the exact same thing, you're still going to be different people. It's just an idea of your character, an idea of who you are. And I think that's really interesting to find out, sort of, just, like, maybe you do something and you wonder why you do it. And there's a perfectly reasonable, like, reason to do with your character as to why you do that and stuff like that. I find that really interesting. Psychology itself, super interesting. I studied that at high school. I was horrific at it. I was horrible at it because I'm creative, I'm not book smart. But God, I found it so interesting. But today, obviously, like I said before, we're going to try for the architect. Imaginative, strategic thinkers, with a plan for everything. Now that does not sound like me in the slightest. Can I design a building? Yes. Can I design a bloody good building? Yes. Will I get the architect personality? Probably not, okay? Also, that's one thing that I think I'm going to do on here is, again, this ain't no architecture channel. Even though I spoke about it so much in the last couple of videos. I've made one other video. Last video. But it's a big part of me. And I want this channel to be me. So if that's who I am, I'm going to talk about it. Cool. So, without further ado, let's take this test. Okay, so, firstly, I feel like I've seen people do this test, and I know there's a lot of questions, but we're going to get through them, okay? I'll do them quick. And from what I know, is you try not to do neutral answers. You want them to be you want them to either be like hella disagree or hella agree. So that's what I'm going to try and do today, okay? Because we want to get the best outcome here. So you guys can see exactly who I am. Exactly who I am. Okay, so you regularly make new friends. I do and I don't. This is a really hard question straight off the bat. I have a very close, tight-knit friend group. One of my friends I've known since kindergarten, okay? Like, I have the same 4 mates, really, like 4 best mates. We've been mates since, kindergarten, and then the rest through high school. I do have other friends, but I wouldn't say they're, like, as close as my tight-knit group. So I'm going to say, God, this is going to be a long video if this is the first question. You regularly make new friends. I'm going to say disagree. Yeah, because I tend to stick with people that I know. I'm kind of that ride or die person. If I'm your friend, we're friends. But Am I going to go out of my way to make new friends? No, not a lot of the time. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. I'm going to say heavily agree. Like I was talking about psychology before, psychology is so unbelievably complicated. But it's so interesting. I love that stuff. Like getting deep into those conversations blows my mind sometimes, but I love it. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Yes, even though that's a bad thing, I should probably go with factual. Don't get me wrong. I'm not somebody who denies fact. Am I heavily emotion-based? Yes. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. Oh, hella disagree. I am a mess at the best of times. Yeah, no. Usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. No. I feel like we're off to a bad start. This is not a good viewing of me already, okay? You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Yes. Why am I already coming off as this really quiet, to myself person? I can be out there, okay? I just enjoy my personal space and my time by myself. Next. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before... Oh, no. Beyond no. If you had to see me with my uni work or my school work, everything, and I mean everything, was left to the last minute. I would complete full design units in the week leading up to the due date. I would be so unbelievably stressed, but I think it really I genuinely think some of my best designs came out of me being so unbelievably far behind in work. Actually, before we keep going, I'm going to storm through these once I get past this, okay? There is a story of me. It was one of my final design projects, and I'd left it to the last week. And let's say there was a bit of anxiety going on, a bit of stress, and you can buy these stress gummies, but they look like lollies. They look like little Juby lollies. And I have to admit, I just started popping them. And what I didn't realize was they may or may not have a laxative effect. Let's just say I spent more time on the toilet that night than I did at my computer. And I'm talking at 3 a.m. in the morning. This is happening. I'm up doing my work and I'm just dying. Yeah, don't do it. Take it from me. Don't do it. Get your work done on time. Let's continue. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively. Completely disagree. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Absolutely. I feel again, I'm not somebody to disagree with facts or anything like that. I'll happily look into things and learn things and do all that, but I'm very emotionally driven. I think I'm very sympathetic with people, and I think that sort of is a big part of who I am. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Does a calendar count? You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. No. I'm not somebody who's very organized, but I'm also not somebody who's going to be late to places and stuff like that. I'm very... Yeah, that's strange. I'm disorganized in some ways, but I'm very organized in other ways. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall ability and knowledge. I'm going to say sometimes. Sometimes I definitely do. I'll think that I know something and then I'll get it wrong or something will happen. I'll be like, oh, shit, do I actually know what I'm on about? And I'll doubt myself hella. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Oh, hella disagree. Oh hell, like that's probably part of me not making like going out of my way to make new friends is I have to start a conversation with a random person. And that just sounds so unbelievably daunting to me. No thank you. You are not interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Completely disagree. I love creative works. I'm a creative person. I love talking about that stuff. Like, as absurd as some of art and their description can be, I get it, okay? I went to the exhibition with the banana up on the wall. I did it. I saw it. Was I impressed? No. The idea behind it is absurd. And I understand that, okay, people? You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Disagree. Once again, very emotional driven. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. You know what? Yes. Very much, that's my weekends. My weekends are never booked in. I always get to the weekend and then play by ear and just see what happens. Sometimes I'll have like one thing booked in and then the rest of it is just like random shit that I've decided to do. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people. You disagree. I tend to worry about how people see me, which is probably not going to be a good thing on YouTube, but we're going to see how that goes. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. I do. Does that contradict the stuff that I've been saying? No, I do. I don't play sport. I used to when I was younger. But do I enjoy team-based activities? Yeah. I enjoy escape rooms. Escape rooms are some of the most fun I've had in recent years. They are fantastic. Give it a try if you haven't. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. No, I'm pretty set in my ways on things, I think. Yeah, I think I get comfortable. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Yes. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. Even though sometimes I probably should for certain things, but I don't. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. You know what, yes. Like I said, I'm actively willing to learn stuff. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. What? No. No. No, yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm very curious to see what my personality is going to be based off these, because I feel like it's off to a very bad start. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Disagree. I enjoy doing group stuff. Do I enjoy going out and op shopping by myself and doing stuff by myself? Absolutely. I'll go to the movies by myself sometimes. I mean, I haven't done it often. I've done it like maybe twice in my lifetime. But I'll do it if I'm bored. But I would much rather go and do a group activity with somebody, like my friends and stuff like that. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Completely agree. I suck at writing. English was one of my worst subjects. I could not wrap my head around writing or essay writing or like creative writing. No, I got a creative mind, okay? But that's visually. That isn't in the English language. You favour efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. No, you prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Hella disagree. I'm relaxing before I do chores, and there's a good chance those chores don't even get done, okay, people? In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. It depends on the argument. If I think I'm right and I know you're wrong and this is like an important thing, then I'm going to prioritize my point. Again, that's very situational. Again, I'm going to worry about somebody's emotion, but if I'm in a fight about you or a disagreement about something, usually that's because I believe in it, right? Usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Absolutely. Your mood can change very quickly. I'll say mildly agree. We won't get into that. No, I'm joking. There's nothing to it. I just think that sometimes you can go from being overly happy to like frustrated or something like that relatively, or at least I can anyway. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. Hella disagree. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. We went over this before. Yes. Yes, I do. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Enjoy is strange. Are people out there like enjoying like just debating random stuff like that? I enjoy a deep conversation, but I don't know whether I do it often. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. You know what? When I do, on the very rare occasion, debate an ethical dilemma, I enjoy it. Yes. Next. Halfway there, guys. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Agree. Again, as much as I enjoy doing stuff by myself, I get lonely. I really enjoy hanging out with people and being with people. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. No, I disagree. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Absolutely. Big advocate for following your heart. Yes, you should listen to your brain sometimes, and you should think about your actions, but I don't. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Correct. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Oh, wrong. I second guess myself all the time, because I know I'm wrong half the time, if not more than half the time. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. I agree. I'm very quiet when I first meet you. But once I get to know you, I turn into a crazy person, okay? Like, goddamn. You are drawn to various forms of creative expression such as writing. Writing? No. Creative expression? Yes. Usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. False. You like to sometimes have to think about these. I'm like, wait, is the question asking me to agree or disagree? It's relatively late at night, okay? Don't judge me. You like to have a to-do list for each day. Hell or no. You rarely feel insecure. I'd like to say I'm secure. I would. And you know what? I could cut this question out of the video and you guys would never know. But I'd say I'm pretty insecure some of the time. You avoid making phone calls. No. I would much rather call you than I would text you multiple things. Absolutely. If I have the opportunity to call you and just work something out straight away, yes, because I am horrible at messaging. Oh my god, I will sometimes take days to get back to somebody. You avoid making phone calls. Disagree. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Correct. Like I said, I enjoy learning. You can easily connect with people you have just met. You know what? Yes. I feel like I'm very good at picking up on somebody's energy or picking up on the way they are or the way they interact with people and kind of matching them in that way. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Wrong. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Isn't everyone? I know we shouldn't. No, I know that there's definitely people who don't give a shit about like what they did yesterday. But I'd say there's definitely mistakes in my life that I still think about. You know, they wake you up late at night, you're in a deep sweat, and you're like, oh god, what did I do in 2012? You are not interested in discussing theories on what You are not interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. Wrong. I think that's very interesting. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Sometimes, yeah. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient. I mean, yeah, right. I'm too emotional by the sounds of things. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than... yes. Sometimes I feel like I should go for the ADHD test, because I feel like I got it bad. But that test's hella expensive too, and I'm just out here living life. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will be to take... You wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. No, I don't think so. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I mean, at work, I love to put my headphones in and just listen to music, but that gets old. I like chatting to people, it helps the day go quick, so I'm gonna say... disagree. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Disagree. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places. It depends on the day for me. I feel like I'm very neutral in this. It depends on what mood I'm in. I would say I prefer, if I'm with people, quiet and intimate places. I would say. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Yes. Big on if you feel good about something, do it. Give it a go, see what happens. Last page. You often feel overwhelmed. I would agree. You complete things methodically without skipping over steps. Yes. To give you a little insight, I don't cook. I don't enjoy cooking. I get my meals delivered. It's easy for when I go to the gym. I come home, they're ready for me to go. Tonight was the first time I've cooked in a very long time. But I have to follow step by step by step. And if I miss a step, I'll freak the hell out. And I will read a step multiple times just to make, like, if I'm doing something, I have to be doing it right, okay? Correct. I'm always reading IKEA furniture instructions, okay? I ain't doing that shit without the instructions. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Wrong. I think no, I enjoy concrete steps. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making choices. I'd like to think I'm logical, and I think I am logical, but I do think my emotion gets the best of me sometimes. You struggle with deadlines. Yes. You feel confident that things will work out for you. That's a really deep question. Because sometimes I don't. You feel confident that things will work out for you. I'm going to slightly disagree. And make this real hella sad for you guys to watch. Your gender. Oh, male. See results, guys. Let's go. Architect? Architect? Are we going to get the architect? Campaigner. Interesting. Campaigner ENFP-T. Campaigners are enthusiastic, creative, and sociable free spirits who can always find a reason to smile. So I'm 61% extroverted. I would have called myself an introvert, but I guess I do enjoy chatting to people and being with people, so I guess that makes me extroverted. 70% intuitive. Yes? Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Yeah. That's that emotional intuition, isn't it? I follow my heart than I do, like, the actual things going on in the real world. Oh, yeah, 85% feeling. That's a lot too, like 85% feeling. I feel like most people should probably be 50-50. Like, they should think as well as feel. Apparently, I'm out here just feeling and they're getting absolutely freaking nothing going up in the noggin here. 90% prospecting. 74% turbulent. Now, what does this mean? Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. I would agree. I do feel like I am also assertive when I need to be. So maybe that's not perfectly correct. And we're back. Camera ran out of storage. I need a bigger SD card. I don't know where my camera stopped filming. So, I'm just gonna read this again. People with NFP personality types are true free spirits, outgoing, open-hearted, and open-minded. With their lively, upbeat approach to life, ENFPs stand out in any crowd, but even though they can be the life of the party, hell yeah, they don't just care about having a good time. These personalities have profound depths that are fueled by their intense desire for meaningful emotional connections with others. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good description of me, actually. So we've already been over all the... By the way, if you can't see my mouse, I just realized I'm using the touch screen. That's probably a little confusing for you guys. You can't really see where I'm pointing, which I didn't consider. Perhaps we'll go back to a mouse in the next video. Magic of everyday. Now this is a lot. I'm definitely not going to read all of this to you guys. If you'd like to know more, you can jump onto the 16 Personalities website and go read the campaigner's description, I guess. But what we do want to know is campaigners that we may know. People that I'm like, and I'm seeing somebody who I'm pretty excited for. Mr. Robert Downey Jr., Robin Williams, Quentin Tarantino, Kelly Clarkson, Will Smith. I'm gonna be out here slapping people. Don't come for me, by the way, because I'll slap ya. Is that it? Meg Ryan, Ellen DeGeneres. Oof, that's a yikes. Is she still cancelled? She got cancelled, right? I mean, I don't keep up with Ellen DeGeneres, but I'm pretty sure she got cancelled, didn't she? She came out as being mean or something. Michael Scott, hell yeah, The Office is fantastic. I don't know whether I'd want to be like Michael Scott, but that's kind of fun. And Spiderman. Damn, I got some sick results here. I'm actually really happy with these. Wow. But no architect. But that's okay, because I knew I probably wouldn't get the architect. And so I got Spider-Man, and Robin Williams, and Iron Man. Iron Man and Spider-Man being two of the coolest Marvel characters, so I'm pretty set in stone. But thanks for watching today, guys. I think that was really interesting. And again, if you want to do the test yourself, I'll pop the link down below in the description. And if you want to read more about the campaigner and get to know me a little better, then yeah, you can go have a look. But otherwise, thanks for watching.